What is up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the Signal Callers DFS Show. Today is October 14th. It's Best Ball bag check time. We're going to go over where things stand in our best ball portfolios through week 6. The good, the bad, and the ugly, which unfortunately there is a lot of. I'm Kevin. Got Trey and Blake with me here as always. What's going on tonight, boys?
You know, if we had talked about our best ball bags like a week or two ago, I'd be feeling great. A lot has happened in the last 2 weeks, and I'm not feeling too good about it. So, but yeah, we were supposed to do these quarterly. I guess we're 2 weeks behind on a quarter check.
Yeah, we're lazy.
Sounds like midway point. But,
life happens, man. So.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I think this the quick little check we did pre-show was eye opening for me, and I'm kind of surprised I'm winning as much money as I am, to be honest. So. All right.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I'm actually not doing as bad as I thought I would be doing at this point. It's been like a depressing last 2.5 weeks in the fantasy world, especially if you're a Puka owner or an Ibuka owner or a Neighbors owner, which I'm like 3 for 3 in most of my leagues on all of those. So it's been hard to open the apps and find the motivation to actually do this stuff, but here we are. Let's move on to the best ball bag check in. I think what our plan for this is going to be just kind of talk about how many teams are advancing, and then we can revisit our exposures and kind of just go through where we're screwed, where we feel good about, where we feel good, and all that. So I guess I'll kick it off first real quick. Let me go to my contest. I know out of 46 entries.
An easy way to calculate this.
Well, so I'm on the DraftKings. I know you have a ton more, so it might not be as easy for you. But for me, I have a little bit less. So out of 46 entries, I'm advancing 9, and I believe 8 of these are Millie teams. There might be one other chain mover in there, and then I have a handful that are at 3 and 4 that are third and fourth place that are within striking range. So I actually feel pretty good about where things stand 6 weeks in. And once we get into the exposures, we can kind of talk about why that is. But what about you, Blake? Where's your advance rate sitting right now?
Yeah, sure. So I'll pull up my contest here. You can see I'm currently winning $1,100, almost $1,200. I have 35 entries to the Millie Maker, and I have 2 first place teams with 3 second place teams. So I'm advancing 5 out of 35. So it's about 14.2% advance rate. So not great, not bad. But you can see here, I have quite a bit of third place teams that aren't too far off. So, and if once we look at my best ball exposure, probably be that's probably why you have some really good, but some middling. Yeah. So,
yeah, real quick, before we jump to Trey, since I know he's got to figure out a little bit more, a way to figure that out. But of the Millie teams, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in first, 9, 10, 4 more in second. And then, my Millie teams look pretty good. I've got quite a bit in the 900 point range. So, nothing. I know Blake's got a couple 1,000 point teams down at the 100. Doesn't your $100 one have 1,000
not
points?
Me. No, I'm at 991. But this is a nasty team. We'll show it at the end. I'll tell you what, though, I'm playing against a couple. I think 1,038 is the highest I've seen against me. 1,032. There it is.
Yeah. What about you, Trey? Have you figured out a way to kind of quantify this other than just showing your currently winning number?
For just the Millie, so I think I'm advancing 37 of my 150 teams.
Nice. That's not
pretty
bad.
good.
What is that?
It's 37 divided by 150, 24.6%. Your boy is
let's go.
Hitting it.
Let's go.
So
how many? What's your second and third place? I mean, I know you're not going to sit in and count them all, but how does that look?
It's a lot of 3s, 4s, and 5s. So
Okay.
I don't know, but in terms of I guess highest scoring lineup,
Yeah, what is your highest score line? You got 150, so you got to have some good ones.
hang on, how do
Fancy 25%. Homie might take the millie this
I
year.
actually have two teams over 1,000.
Nice.
I have a 1040 and I have a 1017.
Damn.
1040. That's the
My-
highest I've seen.
My highest
Yeah.
in the millie is 907. So,
I think I got a 980.
not terrible.
Did you
What's
say
your 100?
907?
907. Yeah, Blake, my 100. We're just not going to talk about my 100.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Well,
I'm
I'll share my
literally in
screen again.
last on my 100.
While we're here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
So this team is my absolute favorite team. You can see this is a $100 league with me, Kevin, and Trey. Kevin, you're not last.
Ah, made up some ground. All right.
Second to last. Yeah. Trey, you're here number 6. You know, you got a long way to go.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah,
this is the one with y'all, the $100.
Yeah.
I have a really
yeah.
sick
This is the one that we
And-
drafted on the show.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
And
No,
this
we
team,
didn't. We didn't. We talked about it though. Yeah, because it was a slow draft.
I don't like this team. I went heavy receiver, and it's not.
this team is sick. Like, it may not look this good right here, but when we get to the bench, we'll see. Like Drake may, Kevin called it top 5. Drake top 5 may. Cam Scattaboo, dude's just CTE in his way, to a championship for me. James Cook had a bad game and had 87 rush yards. He didn't touch the ball at the last 11 minutes of the game, which is the wildest thing ever if you watched the game last night. Drake London finally had a breakout game. Should have been 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was like inches.
Dude
from a
can't stay in
second touchdown.
bounds. Yeah, JSN's absolutely killing it. Dobbs was like a smash late round pick. Hunter Henry, Judy, but
Then you got Puka down there.
Puka's down here hiding because he had a bad game. Anytime I could have my 2 receivers, what is it, 70 points of receivers, and have Puka on the bench, I'm taking that.
Jason was a 4th rounder, right? Or was he a 3rd? Consensus. I can't remember if he was a 3rd or 4th.
I can't remember either. Yeah. So, I mean, Steph Diggs on the bench as well.
He's had a big game. Yeah, I mean, a lot
Cooks
of these
isn't doing anything.
A lot of these dudes have hit your lineup for sure.
Well, not really, because my studs are so studly on wide receiver.
So it's
running
Drake and
backs.
Penix, huh?
Drake and Penix. Is it a 2? And Shuck.
Okay, I see.
So, homie ain't coming in this year, though.
It's a 2 QB team.
It's a 2 QB team.
I guess it's the $100, but yeah, like usually the advancing teams have like I feel like Javonte Williams is like one of the highest advanced rate players right now.
Oh, he's got to be. I mean,
I feel like
you got him like the 130s.
Puka.
I wonder where Bijan ranks on that list, because he's like one of the only. We were talking about it a little bit. He's like one of the only first rounders that has been a smash hit this year.
Yeah. So running backs, man, Scattaboo, Cook, Kenneth Walker, and JK. That's pretty dang. And Tony Pollard. That's pretty dang good for a 0 RB team. This is what I tried to go for build here. And then tight ends Hunter Henry, Pitts, and Schultz. Not great, but definitely strength at wide receiver. So yeah, I'm excited about this team. Hopefully it can carry me to the finals or something here on this $100 league.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to let's pull up the solver, or and then we can kind of talk about just where our exposures were again.
This is going to be shameful.
I'll share my screen real quick, and we'll go over mine real quick. Won't spend too much time on it just because we've already kind of touched on this, and it'll be pretty evident where things stand. But obviously I'll sort by fees just because we were talking off stream, how that kind of matters a little bit more, since I have a lot of $3 and $9 entries kind of scattered into here too. So Bayshaw Tootin hasn't done a ton yet. The Jags look a little more competent now than they did the first couple of weeks. Quietly one of the better teams in the AFC, at least so far through the season. So it looks like Trevor and BTJ have kind of figured things out maybe. Travis Hunter doesn't feel good. I don't know what's happening there. But yeah, let's just go through QBs real quick. There's Trevor Lawrence at the top, sorted by fees. Obviously, feel great about Drake May. Shuck, is what it is.
Yeah, you're just so concentrated, right? You just got so much May and Caleb even.
Bryce
Trevor
Young
has
and
not
Caleb,
been.
I actually feel good about Caleb. As we get further along into the season, like Blake was all over this about how they were going to start kind of slow and really pick things up. The last couple of weeks, I know it hasn't really transpired too much.
He looked good last night.
He looked good. He just missed another Odunze TD on
illegal shift.
Yeah, phantom illegal shift call. The refereeing this year has just been horrible, dude. Like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I feel good about Caleb. Bryce Young just seems to be pulling scores out of his ass somehow. I don't know, but Jackson Dart feels good, having thrown him in at the end of a lot of drafts. Closer to the end. Cam Ward, they just haven't figured that out. Also, just fired their coach.
Cam Ward's been so bad, man. What is up with that?
Might be cooked there. But
that's not bad. You're so concentrated up here, like Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, Caleb. Like, I feel
pretty good about my quarterbacks. Like I wasn't on Joe Burrow, fortunately. Wasn't on JJ McCarthy a ton. Didn't have a lot of Anthony Richardson. I know Trey did. Not.
The only thing that's hurting you is Shuck, but I mean, you got him at 194, right? So it's not like
he was a throne. He doesn't really.
You just have a bunch of 2 QB teams, is what that means.
Yeah, I just need Trevor Lawrence to really turn it on. I mean, he's just been okay through the seasons. He's had a couple decent weeks, but for the most part, he's been kind of like mid.
Well, a lot of that's BTJ been dropping passes, so hopefully that changes.
Yeah. Going on the running backs real quick. Obviously, Tootin and Taj Brooks. These are like contingent values on whether or not the people in front of them get hurt. RJ Harvey has looked better, but again, Dobbins has looked.
Dobbins looked too good.
Yeah. So Jalen Warren, feel good about that one. Algier, it's
you got 12 points from him last night or something like that.
All contingent on whether or not Bijan goes down, and I pray to God he doesn't. But Justice Hill had one smash game, Scatterboo, Kendra. I mean, all of these were just like throw-ins that I was like,
you're healthy. I think that's the main thing that we're seeing here.
Achan feels good because I was throwing him in like the turn on the second round, third round turn.
Right, he's like the only person in the second round that's been good.
When he had all that calf injury, news come out. So, it is what it is. I mean, I don't have I guess we'll touch on this now. I don't have any Saquon, which we talked about. I don't have any Derrick Henry, which is saving me, but not like I really smashed on my other first round picks. So I don't know. It's first and second round were just a wash. Receiver Tet finally put 2 touchdowns on the board, even though he only had 3 catches this week. Sucks. This hurts, man, because like we had such high hopes for him, and it just hasn't played out. He's had one really good game, but they just haven't really been they
haven't been stretching the ball out.
Right. It feels like they might be, because I think I saw a stat where Rattlers like yards per attempt have gone up by like 2 or 3 yards over the last 2 games versus the first 4 games. So maybe they are going to start attempting to push it downfield a little bit more. But until that happens, that's going to be a bust pick. But we were also getting him late. But yeah, Kyle Williams, another like late round dart throw that hasn't hit. Olave, he's one off the league lead in targets, but he has like 40 yards on the year. Not really, but he's just like a short yardage merchant, and he's barely getting to even like, I think he was at 98 yards this week, which is like by far his most on the year. Brian Thomas hopefully he's turning it around.
Man, I think wide receivers is probably what's killing you right now, right? Like Waddle's turning it on finally, so that's come back. Brian Thomas come back a little bit. Like
I don't have JSN. Yeah, he's not high enough. Abuka's
you got DJ Moore.
Like, Abuka's at
nobody like screams like you're killing it on wide receiver right now.
I don't have even Adunze. Adunze was like a smash through the first 4 weeks. So not enough of the guys who are smashing. So that's probably where hopefully some of this starts to change. Hopefully Waddle is gonna turn it on. Hopefully Brian Thomas is starting to click a little bit. But yeah, and not enough Puka. Obviously, we've seen what he's been doing. Unfortunately, with the injury, it looks like might be put on the shelf for a little bit. But tight end is where it's gonna really hurt. This is like gonna be a terrible for all of us, honestly.
You're like me, Colston Loveland.
This is horrible. Honestly, this is just an insane. There aren't many tight ends that are like really like smashing, but like this is just bad. Like
Jamie Sanders hurt, Strange hurt, Bowers has been hurt, Kittle's hurt.
Loveland's
been.
I think you'll hit on the Mason Taylor. Like it just depends on the combos you have. Like
Kittle's been hurt. Trey McBride finally looks like he might be turning around.
They finally got a quarterback,
ironically, without Kyler. So I mean, TJ Hawkinson might have been the worst pick of the entire draft, to be honest, way down here. Luckily I don't have a ton of him, but
he didn't retire.
It feels like it. It absolutely feels like it. I don't know whether or not Goddard has been probably the most consistent like smash at his value, but again, I don't have enough of him. So that's enough of the depressing best ball bag portfolio. Somehow this is equaling to be like a decent advance rate. We'll see if it holds.
I miscounted, by the way.
Okay.
I accidentally included some of my play actions in there. So it's actually 25 millis out of 150.
Little.
That is.
I miscounted.
You're not doing that much better than me then. You're at 16%.
Yeah.
So, but you're 16% with a lot more. That's pretty good. Yeah.
All right. So let's go next.
I'll make this quick and jump in. This is just embarrassing and bad. Shame to myself.
I mean, honestly, real quick before you dive in, you do look like a genius going all in on Puka and Drake, at least up to this point, before the injury. But
sure. I mean,
and he's higher than JSN than all of us, huh?
We will see where like it's glaringly easy to see where I'm struggling and where I've been good. Like QB, man. Like, look at this. This is disgusting.
Oh, hey,
Shuck,
Daniel Jones
zeros. Yeah, Daniel. So Shuck Tua might not finish the year, man. Something's weird with him.
Real quick, man. Tua looks horrible, dude. Like maybe Brian Flores was right, like about all the things that he was saying about Tua, but God, dude.
Yeah.
And not only on the field, like anytime he gets in front of a mic, you just like
something's not right, man. I think he's got CTE bad or something.
He just feels like his leadership, he just doesn't give a shit about being a leader and saying the right things. He's constantly like, pushing blame, and it just doesn't feel good. The vibes, like we were talking about before, don't feel good. Hopefully it doesn't infect Waddle, but we'll see.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run through the list of names, and I'm gonna stop when I finally hit a good quarterback. Shuck Tua, Daniel Jones has been good, right? Trevor Lawrence, Michael Penix, Bryce Young, Kyler Murray, Cam Ward, Patrick Mahomes. I finally hit a good quarterback. So it's been rough. I think Penix has he can bounce back a little bit. Bryce is putting up something here or there. Kyler Murray's hurt now and it's been outplayed by Brissett. Yeah. So we'll just move on here. It's quarterbacks killing me. The teams that are doing good has one of these good quarterbacks.
I think I might have unfortunately put y'all onto Cam Ward a little bit at the end of the best ball season because I was hyping
thought he looked good, dude. His arm looks good.
His preseason tape was like really good, and I was just completely wrong about how bad they would be.
Yeah. So running backs, Algier is my number one. I don't really know how I got so much Algier, but yeah. Jalen Warren, number two by a good bit. Jalen Warren's not been bad this year. Ramondre, he's got standalone value, I guess, whatever that value could be.
Somehow he's sticking around to
Travion. As much as I wanted Travion, I figured Ramondre would still have a role, and he does. Dude. It's so bad. Scatterboo.
The Travion.
I got a ton of Scatterboo. So that's good. But then like Marshawn Lloyd, Rashawn Johnson, Jaden Blue, just straight zeros right there. And I got a lot of them. Jerome Ford, and I was hoping Quinshawn wouldn't come play. And then finally like JK. And my running backs are just.
I think the thing about it though is that like the reason why these guys are at the top of all of our exposure lists is because when we were getting to the end of these drafts, we were just like hitting the same guys.
Clicking a name.
Yeah, clicking the same guys. And like unfortunately they were just like RB3s that could potentially get in at some point, and it just hasn't happened. RBs for the most part have been healthy. Knock on wood. But yeah.
Well, I think it's been a miss on some parts, right? Like Jaden Blue and Javante were going around the same range sometimes. If I would have gone like Kyle Monangai over Rashawn Johnson on a lot of these, like I would feel much better about that.
The Dallas running back discourse from the summer looks just silly now when we look back at it. Like, it's an ambiguous backfield. Jaden Blue could be the one who emerges, and like Javante's looking like the guy that everybody thought he was going to look like coming out of college just 4 years.
Yeah, hopefully Jaden Blue can steal a little bit of workload from him. But yeah, I mean everything else like isn't bad here, right? I'm pretty healthy. I think that's why I have a chance to keep going because I'm healthy.
Hampton's probably the one that's
my only one really. Yeah. That's the only one who's like really well. Him and I have a lot of Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones on a lot of good teams is my RB1. Yeah. So this has actually hurt a good bit, but I think he's finally coming back. Yeah. So let's move to wide receiver. Absolutely smashed it here, right? This is the only reason why I have teams advancing, right? I have Puka's my number one owned guy. It's just every time, no matter if I was pick 7, pick 14, wherever, even pick 6, maybe I was just smashing them everywhere.
Dude, it got towards the end of the season. I was taking Puka at the 103, 104. Like I was just
finish the bags. Falling out of the first sometimes because of the people were worried about Stafford's injury status, and there was a lot of doubt of whether or not he would even play week 1. So people were freaking out. I mean, me included, to be honest. But
yeah. So I mean, if you just look at these wide receivers, just absolutely knocked out the water. Yeah. Puka, Chris Olave, he's been good for the 68th average pick or my ADP of wherever I got him. But Drake London, he's been hit or miss, but he's got a couple big spike games, which really matters.
He needs spike weeks.
Ted's going to come on. Nico's going to come on hotter. So
Hollywood this has got to be the position you feel the best about.
Right now. Oh yeah, by far, dude. I'm killing. This is the only reason why I have teams advance. Look, Rasheed's coming, and I got him on a lot of teams. Yeah, Jalen Coker too. Cokeheads
He is going to do wonders for my bags when he starts playing, dude. Because
I have
so much Rasheed Rice.
I'm sure we'll talk about it when we get to Trey, because I know that he was like super high on this dude. But watch out for Luther Burden. That our prophecy on Luther Burden might finally become true, especially if DJ Moore.
He didn't. Oh, DJ Moore is in the hospital.
He stayed in.
He got a groin injury, right?
The groin. Some people are saying it might be testicular torsion.
It's got to be some kind of testicular.
It's scary, dude. I don't even want to ever think about that. But they said he's back and he's doing okay. But he could be out this week, and if that's the case, he might not get that job back. So
yeah. So tight ends is not bad, I feel, right? The only thing that feels bad is I have a lot of Loveland.
But Cade Otton start to look better too.
I think on the course of the season, Loveland's going to start to emerge.
Yeah, I think so too. So Cade Otton, Loveland, Kincaid's been pretty good. He scored like 4 straight touchdowns or something like that. Not bad. I don't know how I have so much Noah Gray. Well, I guess because I just kept picking him at the very end of the draft.
Betting on the Travis downfall.
Yeah, exactly. And he looks bad. He can't catch anymore. It's like he lost his eyesight. Anyways, Kyle Pitts, Juwan Johnson, right? Juwan Johnson was a stud. He's a pumpkin now. But I got a lot of Jake Ferguson. So that's been good.
I also think that Cade Otton pick's going to look a lot better, especially since there's literally nobody left in Tampa.
Nobody.
Like he could be in for like a massive role increase, at least for the next few weeks until they start to get some people back. But
yeah. So I feel like tight end's not terrible. Good bit of Zach Ertz too.
Me.
Yeah. So tight end, wide receivers are not bad. Running backs, I'm mostly healthy, but it's just no studs. So I kind of need more injuries to happen to be better. The Trey Benson going down hurt me a lot, and Tyrone Tracy getting hurt. So and Amarian.
QB, I think, is probably your.
It's disgusting.
Your weakest spot, but you kind of expected that though, right? Like going in because you always kind of waited on them, and then like you found yourself like kind of playing catch up in drafts, and
I really love Dak, and I just could never. I can never get who I wanted enough. Yeah. I think what you see is a lot of the people I grabbed at the end of the drafts and I probably have like a lot of flatness, and a lot of right, like quarterbacks. I am pretty flat in general. I think it just spread it out really well. And of course, we're looking at fees right here, right? If we look at exposure, like it's pretty flat.
Right.
So it's just those last guys who are at the very end of the draft, like Daniel Jones. I was just like, I need somebody, right? I wish I would have drafted Dart a little more, but
I was throwing Dart in like the last couple of weeks, just like on every lineup that I could. But I mean, you could literally get him last 3 rounds. So yeah, it made a lot of sense. And luckily, they pulled the trigger on him a lot sooner than I think even I was expecting them to pull the trigger on him. So yeah.
Yeah. So what I say, I'm advancing 12, or am I doing more than that? I said 5 out of 35, I think. 14.2. So, not terrible. I'm pretty healthy. So we'll see.
What about
All
you,
right,
Trey?
Trey?
You want to pull it up?
Yeah, I don't feel great about what my top 5 says about bags either, but yeah, so quarterback looks gross. Tua, Anthony Richardson, Kyler, Shuck, McCarthy.
Oof.
Man, I feel like we just believed in Tyreek Hill and Waddle, right? I think that's what we bought into. Like, they're going to score. They're going to be so good. And
Tua felt like he was like the last one of that quarterbacks that
we were getting him into 150, right? Like, it's like this dude could throw up 3-4 touchdowns in a game.
It's this 3 that's kind of giving me life, I think. Yeah. And then I run it back again.
That's a lot of Anthony Richardson.
To your point, like just clicking guys. It's the highest guys are going to be like the dart throws at the end. So I still believe in a Brashard Smith, Jerick McKinnon storyline before the year's out.
Sorted by fees.
Quinshawn.
A lot of Quinshawn, which isn't terrible. He's coming on except for last week.
Eckler hurts. Giddens looks like he's never going to see the field with the kind of run JT's on.
Yeah. You're hoping for an injury.
But Giddens looks good when he does get on the field, so you can at least...
This right here, the Rico Dowdle at 13.1%.
Nice.
That's wild. Do you really have Rico at 13?
It was a part of the summer, like all month I was just clicking him because I was like, they got us, like, they went and got like Dallas's starting running back, and he might be a little bit better than Chuba. So, feel really good about that.
I mean, all it took was an injury, and I just don't know how they go back to him. I really don't. So
but they just paid Chuba too though this offseason. That's why I have no.
That would be like the only reason why, just like the contract. But I mean, how do you literally? Rico is like top 5 in rushing yards after only playing 2 games. He has more rushing yards than Saquon.
This running back exposure hurts though. Travion, Braylon Allen.
The Travion
Kamara
is so frustrating.
Bucky hurts. Yeah, the Travion stuff, it hurts, dude.
We were wrong on Kamara, man. I think we can, pretty confidently say that we were wrong. He just kind of looks
done.
Shout out to our guy though. He doesn't want to be traded. Wants to retire a Saint, and I think eventually
he deserves it.
One day he'll have his name or he'll have his number in the Ring of Honor or whatever. But he's going out on the shield, which we will love him forever for that.
Yeah, and my guy Gibbs, we're still waiting on the spike week from him at 11% sitting down.
What is his best game this year?
I think it was the game where Montgomery also had a huge game.
The Montgomery,
I think they put up like 50.
Doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
So
Gibbs put up 26 against Baltimore. Yeah.
It's coming.
No other game over
Not
20
at all
points.
worried about that flag plant for the season. Think he'll do it. Wide receiver, Tyreek Hill, right off the bat.
Brutal.
So to kind of Luther rest of the season feels nice.
The tough part about Tyreek though is even before the injury, it just didn't look like they were on the same page. And
well, Trey was getting him, pretty late, and so I didn't hate it if you're getting him 3rd round. I'm
just talking from a strictly
or didn't you even get him in the 4th one time?
Yeah,
and
from a strictly production standpoint, it just wasn't happening for them.
He had started like the 2 games leading up to when he got hurt. Like he had started to be Tyreek, I think, and he would have.
He was looking good.
Yeah, but actually,
even the last game he got hurt.
Quite a bit of Waddle, and I just love this damn near 14% Ibuka. But him going down too really, really stinks.
I have no JMO.
You got CD who went down. Yeah. Hopefully we get him back this week.
Yeah. That'd be nice. And JMO still has to, I still think he'll hit at the price he was going right now. He looks like he had to overpay.
Jameson, he's a perfect best ball player though, to be honest.
He's for sure. So
Unfortunately, you don't want that in a 5th round pick or a 4th round pick, whatever it is. But
Yeah, I think he was too expensive, man. He was extremely expensive.
He was going around pickings, and that doesn't feel good.
I want to call him expensive Rashid Shaheed, but Rashid's only had one good game, and Jamo's at least got 2.
Yeah, but the cavalry is coming, boys. The cavalry is coming. Rashid Rice is on the way to negate some of this negativity up top. Tight end's probably the position I feel the best about, honestly. Like
Fannin.
Especially
Fannin, Taylor, Goddard. Goddard has been a smash.
Yeah, he has. You nailed the tight end
on Njoku. Is he? I want to.
He got hurt. I didn't even know he got
hurt. But I don't know if it's like a long term. They don't have an update on him.
I feel like most of my teams, I was doing like heavy wide receiver avalanche to start, right? So like that Jake Ferguson, Dallas Goddard tight end
was
tier,
so easy.
I was nailing that all summer. Like they just felt like guys.
Dude, real
and
quick
Kincaid.
On the Fannin.
Kincaid was in that mix too. Yeah. I got a good bit of him.
Real quick on the Fannin thing. Gabriel threw the ball 52 times, dude. This past game.
Yeah.
If they keep him going, like, I mean, 52 times for only 220 yards. So I mean, like, if it's all short yardage stuff, like if they keep him going, I mean, he's just gonna keep.
Fannin had what, like 15 fantasy points or something like that this week.
Let me pulling them up. Yeah, 15. He had 10 targets, played 80% of snaps, 7 receptions for 81 yards. If he gets a touchdown,
you killed.
Yeah.
You killed tight end.
And that's been splitting time with Njoku. So if he gets a full like workload to himself, it's gonna go like freaking nuclear.
Yeah, the only issues you got here is Likely and Loveland, but you're mixing them in with everybody else.
Yeah, and those are guys again. Rest of the season can come pretty strong in the Warren as well. Kincaid. So I feel that is hands down my best drafted position. I did want to showcase the 1070 team real quick.
But yeah, definitely. Let's see this beast.
Well,
it's going to be a Rico team. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Rico.
And it's because of Dowdle and Bijan, honestly.
Bijan. Was that do you know where you drafted in this one?
I think I don't know. I'd have to go.
Probably either second or third.
Second or fourth or something like that. I think, yeah. But yeah, hit it on Waddle. And then obviously this is probably around when Igbuka was pretty cheap.
You got Javante too. Oh my God!
Holy shit!
Rome.
Dude. Oh,
so like just early season hits like
Rome, Igbuka,
Javante, Dowdle, Bijan, Kyron. Like it feels like a really good team. I got Bowers and Pearsall in the range.
Man, when did you draft this team?
Shit, dude, you haven't even gotten anything from Bowers yet. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Devontae Adams, did you mention him? Holy shit.
I didn't even mention him. Like, this feels
Who's your QB on here?
Caleb, it's a 2 QB team.
And, well, he's got Gino too, but I mean, I guess he's
yeah.
Gino's been absolutely terrible this year.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Set up pretty nicely, man, on this one.
Yeah, I want to know. And you got Kyron. Dang, I didn't even see Kyron.
Yeah, running back just feels flush with value. This is a team I wanted to highlight. This is my second highest scoring team, and it's just been H.A. McCaffrey and Cook. Like the ability to get all 3 of those dudes in this draft,
and JSN
with JSN, Goddard, Fannin, Metcalf, like Igbuka again, Quinshawn, like running back with those 4, just feels so set up.
Still got Jawan Jennings down there, which he had a 50-pointer last year, like.
Yeah, he just needs to get healthy.
So really feel, and then Baker may be the MVP right now. Like, so
wait, what? This is in $100 league. What is this?
This is the
it's not 100.
I think it's a 55.
Yeah.
Where's
yeah, that's probably 55.
Yeah.
Contest details, Trey. If you're looking for it, I don't care.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Well, it didn't say the injury.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But
100K to first place.
100K linebacker.
That's what it is, linebacker. Which was a 55 or a 59, one of them.
Yeah,
dude, that's wild.
of my three $100 teams, this is the one that's advancing in first. And again, it's got Dowdle. I drafted this team early before we did ours. Like I think this was like in May.
Wow.
And what did it was I think I got Ibuka at like 96 in this draft. Like,
damn, holy
it was
shit.
crazy. So I started with Barkley. I remember this one. Started with Barkley, didn't draft another running back until Quinshawn, and then was able to sneak Etienne right after him.
See, so like this team's
Ibuka,
This is one of those that benefits from being drafted
Waddle.
early because you could never put this team together in August.
Well, look at his quarterbacks. I think that's why I was able to put it together. It's just because you just punted quarterbacks hard.
I punted it, but like each week, one of these guys gives me just enough. You know
18,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And so with just JSN, Tet, Waddle, like Buka, like those have been hits.
Yeah.
The only miss here was Judy, and I need Saquon to wake up as well. But
I mean, Judy got 13 targets last week, so maybe he can start to turn that into something.
But even the tight end room, like McBride started out so Jawan was hitting my lineup, and those are the only two tight ends I put on this team. So
that works out well because
Jawan's done.
Yeah, it looks like McBride's kind of hitting his stride, hopefully.
Yeah. So we'll see. Those are probably my three favorite teams out of 433 thus far.
Nice. Let me see. I can pull up my highest scoring team. I actually have it pulled up right here. Here, let me share it real quick. So my, I don't have any 1,000-pointers. I got a 907 right here, which obviously is a Drake May team. Algier hits the lineup. Doesn't feel great about that, but this was a Pat stack with Booty.
Weird bye weeks.
True. Tat, obviously, Waddle, with Jaylen Warren. Let me see who else was on. This is a Bill team. That feels good. Puka, Loveland and Mason Taylor, and then Nico was on bye. So, yeah, I mean, it feels pretty good. Bill's had and then Montgomery, he's had a few smash weeks. Bill had a couple smash weeks. Puka, obviously, he's going nuclear.
Man, I was on Booty like so hard so early, and then I just stopped drafting him in that last round for whatever reason.
He was literally going
myself now.
I mean, he would go undrafted in a lot of drafts.
He was the perfect last round.
Like people like him and Fannin are exactly why those late round picks are so important. Like people always draft the same guys. Like taking shots on those guys is so important.
Let's see who is my next highest real quick. It would be this one.
907.
Yeah.
906.98.
This is a Caleb team actually hitting Olave, Tat, ETN, Achan. So I was throwing Achan in, and we mentioned this real quick before we, or maybe we mentioned it on stream. I can't remember. But I was able to get Achan in like the third round, and I was able to like put him in these lineups when there was a lot of that uncertainty around his calf. But this looks like this is a Stafford double with Puka and Adams. So, and Ibuka, this is why this is going off. Puka and Ibuka.
Nice. Puka and Ibuka, dude.
Puka and
I'm a home league team with that combo.
Yeah,
and it has,
sick.
but the good thing is it has Rasheed waiting in the wing. So losing two of those, getting Rasheed, hopefully.
This hurts to see them both not hit this lineup. They both got hurt this week. It's tough. But, Whittington might be able to fill some space, fill some
spots. Got Devontae too, though. That's nice. Like, like a lot of people scare away from doing that, like the double tap like that with Devontae. And
Devontae and Puka?
With that high capital?
Well, because you would usually have to get him in the third.
It's all target share.
I want to say I did Puka, Achan, Devontae with this one. And then, you got to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. It probably was Puka, Achan, Tet, and then coming around in the fourth with Devontae. I think that's probably what happened. But yeah, hopefully Puka and Hameka can come back decent, without too much time missed, so that this doesn't fall too far down the standings. But we'll see. Got a nice little cushion over the third place and the fourth place, so hopefully I can hold serve and eventually get there. But yeah.
I was just thinking about that team where I have HN, McCaffrey, Cook, and JSN this is why you volume draft, because I think I needed Jason to fall to the 4th to pull that off, and that is like,
which I feel like he was doing a lot
a little bit
for whatever reason. I feel like, especially in August, maybe it was like there was just other guys that were steaming up a little bit higher. But
people were just off him for some reason.
Yeah,
and I didn't draft enough of him, but
if we look at I'm going to share the graph here. Best Ball Explorer. You can see that he kind of dipped in July for sure, down to 34. What is that? That's back into second.
No, 34 would be back into the third.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
12, 24, 34.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
It's crazy because if you were drafting, because I did a lot of drafts, most of my drafts were past July. So to be able to put Puka and Ibuka on the same team, you had to take them within the first 5 picks. Because like Ibuka had started to steam up super high, into the 7th, and then in August he was getting into the 4th. Man, he was just like going nuts for good reasons. That might have been the one thing that one of the biggest things that I hit on. One of my what ifs was what if he takes over for Mike Evans, which Blake pushed back on, by the way. Blake was not a fan of that one.
Which one was that?
Ibuka taking over wide receiver 1 over Mike Evans.
Yeah, I still think when Mike Evans comes back, he's still the dude.
No.
Stop.
Still,
this dude is on a historic. I think he's like he got the most points in his first 5 games.
He had the most points through 5 weeks over Puka, over Chase, and over Neighbors.
Blake's just mad because his Puka bag isn't big, man.
Yeah, that's right.
My Puka bag is not big, but my wide receivers are all right. I'm not.
That's right.
They're all right. And Puka ran really hot when Mike Evans was playing, meaning like, what was that first week he had 4 catches or something like that, 2 touchdowns, big touchdowns.
You're gonna be one of those dudes who's like, Ibuka can't keep it up, sell high, and then he just freaking smashed when they played Seattle and went absolutely nuke. And the only reason he had to slow down was because he got hurt. So I don't even want to hear this. Oh, I'm justified in the Ibuka hate.
I'm justified because I smashed my wide receivers.
We ain't victory lapping Ibuka on the injury.
No. Puka's a stud. I should have drafted more, but I was full of wide receivers by then, so I just didn't need to draft them.
I guess macro level, like, what do y'all's takeaways 6 weeks in? Like, clearly it's not the year for elite quarterback. Like, that doesn't feel good. Right? With Lamar out,
quarterbacks just feel gross. Period. Everywhere.
Like,
it also just feels weird. Like, who
JD has missed time. Like,
who from the first
and
second rounds do you feel good about outside of Bijan, CMC, Puka before this week? Nico's probably okay once he comes back. Drake London was in the second round, but other than that, like Saquon, massive bust. Neighbors is hurt. Chase is like sort of making it work.
You still probably feel okay about that one, but
yeah,
because you probably took him at 101 anyways. But
zoom in on this a little bit, Blake.
Yeah, I mean,
CD has been hurt. He's hopefully coming back.
I still feel good about CD.
For me, the macro level is definitely. I think wide receiver heavy early was fine, but I should have stopped earlier, right? Why was I hitting, Jalen Waddle, Matthew Golden here, right? Like, God.
The people who are going to win this tournament are the people who took CMC and then just swooped up the Puka second round Puka and then smashed it with JSN in the third.
Yeah,
that's going to be the winning trio because there was a time in the summer where you could line those dudes up, and if you got CMC, Puka, and JSN right now, like, you're probably leaping the field.
Dude, what was the
This is gross.
I remember it was going around when CMC is a consensus 101. That's when he either gets hurt or he is a bust, which is those are. I mean, he's never a bust if he's healthy, but so he usually gets hurt when he's not the consensus 101 coming off of those injury seasons. That's when he like puts together a 101 type season. I remember there was like a tweet about that, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is the year," because he's coming off the injury last year and all the uncertainty around the injury. And you remember week 1 when there was when he like showed up on the injury report?
Oh yeah.
People
Freaking
were
out about
freaking
it
out. I'm up
Because it was
against
that same Achilles thing.
Yeah, no, it was
I'm
a
up against
calf, right? Or
Or
something.
cat. Well, that's how the
Yeah.
Achilles started
Right,
off.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up against a team in my 250, and I feel good about that team because it has like the Denver stack and the Dallas double stack. But a guy in it got CMC and Puka, so it's like
yeah.
we're all just chasing him. It's just crazy. But yeah, dude, like first round, obviously, like I think you only.
I mean, Amon-Ra feels okay, I guess. But
Amon-Ra feels good, which we had our
Monroe
bias.
feels good. Ginty, you can't feel bad on.
Ginty, I expected more from the offense and just him being involved in it, but the team is just so bad. I didn't expect that team
I think
to
they'll
be as
pick up
bad.
a little bit.
So your top
But
three have to be Bijan, CMC, and Amon-Ra, probably, huh?
I mean, for the early half success, right? But I mean, CD's still
just
healthy.
Strictly first round
right?
picks. Like, who's the top 3 you feel best about? It's got to be those 3. That's far.
Yeah. I would feel best about Bijan.
CD.
I would say Bijan, Puka,
Seems, yeah.
and CMC, and Amon-Ra. Probably.
I think I would still probably. Oh man, I actually might drop CMC. But I think Puka, CD, and Bijan.
How can you
I think CMC is the 4th for me.
Like, but through 6 weeks, CMC's been like the 102.
He's getting there purely on volume, right? Thank God for all the pass catching he's getting because he's been terrible as a runner. I can't remember what
single share Malik Neighbors. What a brilliant looking fade.
It wasn't really a fade. It was just he kept getting drafted. It
actually was not a brilliant looking fade. It's only brilliant looking because he got hurt.
In hindsight,
because that freaking he put 40 points up on week 2.
And you have a 0% Jahmyr Gibbs. The audacity to put this screen in front of my face,
dude. I didn't have any of the, like. We can go look at my draft picks. I never had a chance to draft him really.
Yeah,
it was unreal. And that's why I have so much Nico because I was looking at everybody else here and I was like, I'm gonna take Nico. I thought Nico was a better pick than Malik.
That 0% Jonathan Taylor, that's gonna hurt you for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is too. The people who could do either CMC or Puka, JT, and then JSN. That's probably those people are smashing.
We could talk about the bad AJ Brown and Ladd in the second round. That's real bad. That's brutal.
I still believe in Ladd.
Felt bad early, but now he seems to be like hopefully pulling it up. Brock Bowers hurts.
Bucky Irving has been bad too. He hasn't really had anything.
AJ Brown is the worst second round pick, dude.
That's bad.
Once he got to that point, I stopped drafting him. I did it in the 1 million with y'all. I took him in the 4th, but I was getting a lot of him in the 6th, early summer.
Where do I have him?
This feels like a trap.
Yeah, look, I got him at 60, right? 59, 60. It's the only 2 times I picked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I wish I had more Debo. Debo's been hot, especially with Terry hurt.
But yeah, like if you didn't do a lead quarterback, your team probably has a 30% chance of being advancing right now. Like it's how it's looking through 6 weeks.
Outside of week 1, Josh Allen hasn't really done much to warrant that second round pick. And Lamar's been hurt,
and JD's been hurt.
Jaden was hurt. He's had a couple good games, but
the elite tight ends haven't done anything either. So if you just avoided the elite tight end and elite QB.
I pretty much avoided quarterback. Like Josh Allen 0, Lamar Jackson 6.1, Joe 0, Jaden 14.
I wonder how it's going to swing. Obviously, we still have a ton of season left, but just thinking towards next year on like draft trends, I wonder how it's going to swing. Like, do we think? I don't know. I think people still go for these elite quarterbacks early. Maybe the tight ends, take a little bit of a step back. Maybe people aren't taking Brock Bowers or Tyler Warren in the second round next year or McBride. Maybe it's third or fourth round guys.
I think tight ends would probably drop a little bit, but I was listening to Levitan, and the way he was talking about the kind of DraftKings scoring, he's just like, yeah, QBs really aren't that important. And so I kind of took that to heart, and that's why I don't have any quarterbacks really. But I mean, just look, I went too heavy on wide receiver.
That's what I'm saying, though. I think you went the opposite. Like, you went too far in the opposite direction. Like, I wouldn't say that quarterbacks are not important, but you don't have any Baker. You don't have any like any of the quarterbacks.
Baker was too rich, I felt.
I know, but now
does he look too rich now?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no,
you can say like, oh, quarterbacks aren't important, but these guys are putting up 30, 40 points every week. Like,
it looks really rich compared to this, right? When I'm like, man, Chris Olave, but like I probably had a lot of receivers ahead, right?
Yeah.
It looks really rich. Like, I wanted a lot of Dak. I just never got him because I'm freaking drafting Jalen Warren.
Drake May and Caleb might feel like the only like later round QBs. I mean, go scroll down past Drake May. What quarterbacks past him and Caleb feel good? Like
Herbert,
Caleb,
Fields felt
Herbert
good for a little bit, and I mean, he might still keep putting up.
These guys don't
points,
feel bad right here, right? Love and Stroud.
That's true.
Love, maybe Herbert and Caleb. And Drake, that was
if I got Stroud, I don't hate it. Right? Has it been good? No.
Stroud feels fine. Fields has been, a smash at least through the early part of the season, but he's looked either really bad or really good from a fantasy perspective.
Which is good for best ball.
That's true, but I mean, a lot of times people were taking Fields as like their quarterback one in this range, right? Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. That doesn't feel good.
No, man. There's nobody down here that feels good, really. Like the only time it feels good is when you go farther down. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You're getting like
to like Dart, way down at the bottom, like
Spencer Rattler, Dart, Richardson. No, I mean, like Aaron Rodgers looks like a steal now.
Daniel Jones turned out to be a good pick, but.
Jackson Dart.
You didn't feel good about it when we were taking him. Like
you definitely did. But like old Stafford, you could probably feel okay about taking Stafford and Darnold. Darnold was
you feel good about it now, but I guess like with Stafford, he needs a 3 or 4 touchdown week because look at this past week. He only had like 1 touchdown and he scored 11 points. That's not good enough. Right. So
and that's why he's down there. Same to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But I mean, freaking like Sam Darnold's been good. So what it feels like is just like the dead zone quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I remember that like I was thinking about Garain's team, the structure of it, like as I was drafting at one point, like I would have it up on the screen just to look at the structure. And the team that hit the millie, he had like Brady. It's just like a bunch of mid-round guys.
Yeah. And
so obviously you take these elite quarterbacks because you hope to get them into the final rounds because then they're such a cheat code, in week 17 and stuff like that. But season long, the teams that are advancing, and this year's proven to be true, is those teams that like you get your values at tight end and quarterback in the middle rounds. You just hit these spike week dudes in the top.
It just turns out to be like such a fragile way to build too, if you think about it, especially. And I know a lot of this is like hindsight analysis, but I mean that's what we're doing today, right? So, but like, with Josh Allen, if he doesn't smash every week, then I mean, you miss out on obviously. I mean,
second round, you're not missing out on anything.
That's true, but you weren't taking Josh Allen was falling into the third, so you were taking him over JSN, you were taking him over James Cook, you were taking him over, Kittle, which I mean, I don't know. Pickens was in the fourth, so the second and third round feels like a dead zone, to be honest. But a lot of that has to do with injuries, to be honest. So I don't really know what to take from that.
What guys probably feel the worst are the dudes that did Jamar, T, and Burrow.
I did that 2 years ago, dude. I had a lot of teams like that.
Oh my god,
there it is. I learned my lesson here.
Yeah, I did a lot of that, dude. Especially because that was a Jamar
learned my lesson
year. And I had a lot of 101 picks, and I went Jamar, followed up with T, and went Burrow in the third. And Burrow got hurt with a wrist or something early, and that just fell apart. So
what's funny is this: I Drake May 4.1%. This is that $100 team, or like one of these. I picked them twice. One of these is a $100 team. And the funny thing is, I was in a room with Kevin, Mr. Drake May himself.
Yeah. Other just macro things. I think like real quick, like I do like the guys we've been calling to be like rest of season, late season league winners, like Bashal Tootin, like Harold Fannin, like some of these dudes. Brashard Smith is another one. I still think those guys can have meaningful weeks rest of the season.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, I still feel good about being highly exposed in some of those guys because I think like the narratives, they're one injury away, like with the core pieces that are advancing us, and then those guys to kind of shoot you into the playoff weeks. Feels
man, nice. I haven't been looking, but apparently on DraftKings they got like a week 7 to 17 sit and go for best ball. Maybe we should look at doing some midway.
We should maybe do like a live collaborative draft on that just to see the new ADP. Like people are probably taking, well, not anymore, but they're probably taking Puka 101 and Javante's into like the 3rd or 2nd round. Like, so different from.
And Ibuka. Ibuka was probably a first rounder before the injury too. So
yeah, JSN's
probably your 101 now with the Puka injury or Bijan maybe probably.
No, I think I'd still. Like CD's coming back this week, man. Like,
dude, you are not taking CD over Bijan. Get the hell off of this.
No. Yeah, I think Bijan for sure.
Okay,
but you were saying JSN, right? I think I'm taking CD or JSN.
No, I don't know, dude. JSN looks like he's on one this year.
Yeah, JSN, dude. Like, he is all 3 of those teams I featured. He's on it. Like, he is probably such a high advance rate.
Yeah,
there's always one of those dudes that like come out of, I'm not gonna say he comes out of nowhere, but like
he didn't come out of nowhere. Yeah,
you didn't expect.
But nobody wanted to take him because of Darnold,
right? And Cup, not that Cup was like a massive like hindrance.
I did.
But I do think that I do remember there was some narrative around the fact that Cup is like coming in and could take some of the slot work from JSN and all this stuff, and it's just like. A lot of this is obviously hindsight because a lot of stuff people hit on over the summer, but it's like how to like parse through all of this info that keeps getting thrown at you when you're drafted. And
see, this is why we do. This is like a lineup review, right? So we got to keep track of this.
I do think that
the things we did bad going into next year.
I do think that like getting in a decent number of early drafts, like Trey did.
I want to know when those crazy 1,000-point drafts you had occurred.
Yeah.
I actually drafted this team.
I'm going to say right at the start of preseason.
Actually, it looks like July 19th.
Whoa.
Well, so is that camp?
Is this the right team? Yeah. Ibuka, Rome, Devontae, Waddle, Bijan, Kyron, Javante, Rico.
Yeah, I think that's right at start camp.
So dead zone of the summer, July.
Feel pretty nice about week 17 matchup with this one too. This is a beautiful Millie team.
And Rams, Atlanta.
Lots of pieces.
I don't know, man.
Really good
that freaking
Tutu can be some like spike weeks, in here coming soon, depending
and Trey
on.
Tucker had one too. Like all of these, but Burton. Well, even Burton hit my lineup that week. He had that big touchdown.
He had a couple.
And so all these receivers have been hit, and I don't even have JSN on this one.
Ricky hasn't even played yet, so and then Brock hasn't given you anything either. So
anything, yeah. I don't know how I've survived. Honestly, it's been.
Well, Mason Taylor had a couple nice games.
A couple weeks. Yeah. So
it helps when you have Rico and Bijan and Javante, each putting up 30 points a week.
It's crazy though, because it's like this, like all the advanced rate guys we talked minus Javante. Like I don't have JSN, I don't have Puka, I don't have like on this team, and so it just goes to show so many ways to win. Like I was looking on Reddit and I didn't find a lineup that had more than this score.
And
like,
that's the highest one on mine.
These will be pretty unique heading into the playoffs because it will be in a team that's advancing that doesn't have all those super high advance rate guys like Ibuka, JSN, Puka. Well, you do have Ibuka, but not.
We're
Jason
assuming
Ibuka.
advance rate right now too.
Yeah.
On those guys. We don't have any actual data on that because DraftKings won't release any data on stuff or give us access to it. That's all underdog advance rate that we know.
Yeah.
I actually like on the surface. I like this team feels sexier, but like I just have so many guys that have hit so far on this one.
I think Caleb's gonna have a great second half of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. He's on my home team. He's like the only sure thing at quarterback I've been able to find. But anything else that we want to hit before we wrap this up?
Yeah. Hopefully we got the bad vibes out the way looking at this, and we can turn our DFS luck around this week. It's been a rough 2 weeks, but I'm still green. Still good.
Yeah. Now I'm excited to see how it all plays out. Let's fast forward real quick to 2026 Best Ball. Who's your 101, 102, 103?
Oof. I mean, if assuming he stays healthy, he's got to be Bijan at 101. I mean, he's just looking unreal right now. Like, I mean, I know JT technically has more points than him probably, but he hasn't had a bye yet. So I think on a per game basis, Bijan is like smashing everybody. 102? I don't know, man. What about you? You go first, Blake.
I'll do Bijan, Puka, Chase, depending if Stafford retires or not.
How does Chase fall into play with Burrow coming back? Right. Yeah. So
he doesn't change. Even with Flacco, dude, he's gonna be tearing it up. Like he had a good game last week, and they had like 2 hours together.
He had a good game with Browning on Browning's last start. So
103 Chase is gonna smash next year.
Yeah, dude. Yes, dude.
Did y'all see that Flacco quote or whatever? Like, hey, if Chase comes up to you, tells you, hey, he wants to change route to this or whatever, like he wants to run this route, Flacco's like, okay, cool, yes sir, go do it.
Flacco said he don't care. I do think that guys like JSN are gonna be talked about up there. You know, JT.
If I had to extend that to 5, I'd say CD and probably JSN right now. Like, honestly,
I think JT is going to be in the mix for running back, especially if he keeps at this pace.
He's going to be in the first for sure. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Drake London will be in the back.
It'll be interesting to see where guys like Neighbors fall after the injury, because he got the injury pretty early in the year. Should be fully healthy, coming back at the beginning of the year.
It always starts slow at an ACL too, though. Got to remember that.
I guess,
even though they're back, but he's
super young. Yeah, I guess he's super young now. We're on the contention in the offense. If Jackson Dart continues what he's doing, you know, you would think like plugging him into that offense, it would feel like pretty good. So I wonder if he's doesn't fall much further out of the second, or I feel like a Neighbors 3rd round pick might hit really hard.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
I don't think he falls that far.
I don't think he falls that far either. But
he was my highest drafted first rounder, and I still love that process because he was hit like he was smashing, he looked like he was gonna be like just such an explosive.
Dart would have. Oh my god, Dart would have been so good for him, dude. Like
he would have been doing what JSN.
You mean just not Russell Wilson?
Yeah, well, it was so funny. Like it's not funny. We were talking about how bad of a pick AJ Brown is. Malik Neighbors has more points on the year still than AJ Brown. And Malik hasn't played a game and a half.
That's crazy.
So that's pain
wild
for anybody who was on the Eagles. I feel like another thing that we didn't talk about was just how bad of a pick all of the Eagles were, except for maybe Goddard. But like
Goddard, yeah.
Devonta Smith in the 4th around like guys like Waddle and Pickens and
every time I clicked on it, I hated myself. Hurts wasn't a bad pick, right? Hurts is still doing okay.
Hurts is like backing his way into 20-point weeks, I guess, but
that's what you expect.
He was bad
right,
because you probably taken him because you took AJ Brown or
Devonta. You were pairing him, yeah. So
I think I got naked Hurts a couple times,
but yeah, I don't know. It's always fun and not fun to look back at this. It's always interesting, I could say, to look back at the data from drafts and stuff. But
yeah, I think like week 8 or week 10, we should do an episode with like a kind of like speaking to our future self for next year.
Yeah, well, at that point we'll have a pretty a decent amount of data, pretty much a full.
That's what I'm saying.
Season, but yeah, like
Like, hey, cut the BS of all the camp and everything that you hear, and like, this is what we're feeling now. This is probably more closer to the truth.
I'm interested to see how Rasheed helps some of these teams that, you know, how much he helps these teams and whether or not he can like catapult some of these teams above like any of the, you know, like huge gaps they might have had, you know, with the opportunity cost that he gave people, you know, with the rest of the year, because
I don't think there's a bigger swing player
right
than him right
you
now.
just hope that he pays off, and people are hyping him up so much right now. But we'll see. I think he's going to come in and smash, but
I think it's good for Worthy too.
Yeah.
Because my bags are heavy on him.
I hope so.
All right, man, let's wrap this up. This was fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the next time we do this. But you know, next episode we're back on the grind of week 7. Dude, the last 2 to 3 weeks have just been brutal. Like demoralizingly brutal. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more luck coming on next week. Haven't dove into the slate too much, but looking forward to it over the next few days, and then hopping on with y'all to talk about it.
Here's a preview of that episode. Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, he's the most chalky player ever.
Yeah.
$5,600.
Dude might be like 100% owned.
Yeah.
So, on my teams, he will be.
Hey, Rasheed.
So I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna get out of here. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the top of the not the bottom. We'll see y'all on the top of the leaderboards, hopefully. And yeah, take care. Peace.